Hi guys, so today we're going to be reviewing this tool right here called Writesonic. Writesonic, as you can see on the screen, is supposed to be a copywriting assistant, which is AI powered. I believe and suspect this is also on the GPT-3, and so it's important to sort of mention on there that Writesonic is one of the sort of GPT-3 powered AI supporting assistant. And if you're wondering what exactly Writesonic does, Writesonic is sort of helps you write content, whether it's sort of structure your YouTube videos or whether it's to write your email headings and all the likes. It sort of has, whether you've used conversion.ai or you've used Copysmith or you've used niches, it sort of ties in to that sort of industry. So somewhere, as you can see on here, it says unleash the power of AI to write your high performing marketing or marketing copy in seconds. So yeah, that's pretty much what Writesonic is. Obviously, I start with Appsumo because that's where you currently get it for $59. If you're going to get the very basic or first plan, it will go for $59. A lifetime deal, which is fantastic. And what do you get with the lifetime? You get lifetime access, obviously, and then you get all the future plans. But more importantly, if you're at $59, you will get 40 credits per month, which is not a lot, by the way, but we'll talk about that in a second. And again, you will get sort of blog ideas. It wouldn't write, so if you're new to sort of AI and copywriting, there's short form and there's long form. The long form sort of content, it wouldn't write the long form, at least not for now. It doesn't have that capability as at now, but in the future, potentially they're looking for it to sort of get to that point, or maybe we will get to that point where it could write long form copies. But I think overall, even with that, I think 40 credits, if you're looking for blog ideas, if you're looking for blog intros, blog outlines, I think that's pretty much what you will get with 40 credits, email generation, and the likes of it. So I'm not going to dwell too much on that bit there. We'll go down to the Appsumo deal. Obviously, if you wanted to get the Appsumo deal, I'll put a link in the video description and you can get the deal from there. That would just probably that's full disclosure, it's an affiliate link. It would I'll get a few very little amount of money for that link, but I think overall, yeah, they initially started with 25 and people complained and they moved it to 40. If you're not used to Appsumo is a really good community where they sort of put in a lot of lifetime deals. You have a lot of people who come in to sort of ask questions and people who come in to sort of put comments in there, and that sort of helps you decide whether to buy or not. But obviously this doesn't go into looking at Writesonic itself, but that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm going to go into the tool itself, and if you're wondering whether to buy it, then this is an opportunity to see a walkthrough of what Writesonic is. So now let's go straight into Writesonic. Obviously, I've been messing around with a few things here, trying to put some things together. But for the purpose of this, let's put in a new project. We're going to call this project, let's say, Keto Diet. Let's write that. Let's call it the Keto Diet project. Let's call it Keto Diet blog ideas. Okay, so we're going to create that. Let's see what it comes back with. Great. So it's obviously put that up here in terms of what the heading is, and it's giving us a few options here. It says whether you want to work with the saved options or the history. Obviously, because I've done some work before, it will have a history of my previous searches and things I have tried to write, and then obviously things I'm saving or have that saved right here. Obviously, this is where you can check your account. You can earn free credits. They would obviously want you to share with your friends and do all those sort of things, and obviously again showcase and all of that. But it's a very fairly straightforward, intuitive background and dashboard. I think you can navigate through this dashboard with relative ease. But let's try and look at something that we can go through in this. So obviously AI ideas, AI intros, and maybe we'll try something else after this. But for now, I think what we're looking for was more around blog ideas, and that was what we sort of called it. So we're going to look for something here which will potentially give us one of those. Just that AI DI framework would work if we're trying to put sort of an advert or something. Blog ideas will sit somewhere here, as you can see. Let me just get the tool, and you can see right there. So our blog ideas. So we're going to click on that. Obviously, you can see that takes 1 credit. So again, you talk about credits. I think somewhere I'll show you, if it's not showing up here, I'll show you where you have credits. I think I should have about 100 credits left, but I have 100 credits for a certain reason. And at the end of the video, I'll probably tell you how I got 100 credits on this. But yes, so let's click on that in order to get to where we're supposed to be. Oops, I'm supposed to stop this one. Click there. Okay, so it says, what's the target keyword? I think our target keyword is keto diet. I think, or let's say keto diet for the middle-aged. For the middle-aged, between, what's the middle-aged? Is it between 40, 38, and 60? Let's just say that is the middle-aged. That somebody shouldn't try and quote to me if that's not middle-aged. I don't know. I just put 38, 60. But yeah, just whilst we're there, I mentioned something around the credits. I have about 189. Again, I'll just talk about how I got 189. But you could always get credits by doing a few tasks on here anyway. So overall, we did get 40. That's what the account came with. And then you could either buy more and stack more to get more credits, or you could do a few things and then you could earn more credits, which for me every month, because I don't create much content, I think in terms of ideas, occasionally I will get that writer's block, but most of the time I should be all right writing my blogs. And sometimes I would use something else like conversion.ai to sort of work with this, or with niches, and so I don't really need to use all these credits. But okay, so let's see what it comes up with. It comes up with some blog ideas. It says the keto diet for the middle-aged, 30 to 60. The one thing you should know before trying the ketogenic diet. Maybe this is a bit too generic. I obviously specified is an age group, so maybe that's my niche, people within that age group. So, and how to start the keto diet, what it is, how to start the keto diet, how to lose weight, improve your health, blah blah blah. Okay, all right. I think this more or less gives me it says the keto diet for the middle-aged. Is it safe and effective? This sounds really good. So we're going to go with this one for the sake of this, and we're going to copy this blog idea. So obviously, if we can choose to either download it, or if we wanted to share it, we could copy that there. We could download all the text, so you could have that somewhere. So in case in the future you wanted to write again, you probably will then put this together and then write or write on something else, or use one of these ideas in the future. So again, you see, with just one credit, I've got all of these ideas, and potentially I could use at least one or two of them. Healthy Living 3.0, whatever 3.0 means, if it's sort of the TED tier or something, but it says the ketogenic diet for the middle-aged. Sounds good as well. This also sounds good as well. How to have the keto diet work for you, the middle-aged person. All of these sound really, really good, or at least majority of them. So I think overall, it's quite good. You have a few good options there. So I would say that is a 10 over 10 for me in terms of trying to generate blog ideas. But I'm sure a lot of you might be thinking, I probably want a bit more. So we're going to try writing an actual article. So we copied one there. We're going to try and put the ketogenic diet. Is it effective, safe and effective? And before we went for the article ideas, I would go a bit, for the purpose of keeping this video short, I wouldn't go into the article intro. I'll just go into the full article itself, just sort of writing an article, at least even if it's a few hundred words. But this would obviously take a lot of my credits. But go on here. Obviously, like I said, it's going to take a few bits of credit from me, but I don't mind. I have like over 100 credits there, and for you guys, let's go ahead, let's do it. So we're going to click that, and then obviously you go into the AI writer. Like I said, I have 109, so potentially it's just going to take about 7 maximum, which is going to take me to 182. So that's fine. So we put that in there, and then we say generate ideas. Again, it's going to go through the whole process of trying to give me other ideas in terms of what to write and all of that. But I want something as close as possible to is it safe or not. So I think that's what we have here. So we'll select that. Again, it's quite straightforward because obviously it gives me all these potential ideas, the truth revealed. Oops, that sounds like a catchy one, and so on. What you can also do at this point is you can take one of these and go into one of your SEO tools and try to just see how those keywords rank, and that would help you know if you're going to write those blogs, write the blog using that or not. So anyway, selecting this, and we move forward. And on here, obviously it has already taken 1 credit because it helped me write the initial one. So what we're going to try and do here is expecting me to write something as an introduction to my article, and then it will then put something. Now there are many things you could do. One, if I obviously don't know anything about the keto diet, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just paste this into a search engine, and here it says about the people aged over 60, diet safe in children. Again, because I'm just looking for generic information on the keto diet, I could just say something like that, just obviously paraphrase it, just put it in there, and then say if you are between 35 and 60 and are trying to lose weight, you may have heard of the ketogenic diet. Again, just don't want to use the exact same word. So could say perhaps you might be aware the ketogenic diet, or keto diet for short. Over the last couple of years, the keto diet has soared in popularity and is now one of the most, probably I would move that down, probably say short. It is not clear if the diet will say, despite its popularity, it is not clear if the diet will be safe and effective for people within this age group. Or rather, you say you might be wondering if the diet will be safe within this age group. And now one of the top trends. Yeah, we could put that in there. So we've added our own twist to it. We said somewhere around 100 words. This article is aimed at providing the necessary information in helping you decide if a keto diet is suitable for those within this age group or not. Again, I'm just putting all this together to try and get this video going. So not perfect, but I'll just leave that in there. And then we'll put next. Obviously, we've put that in there. It says generate outlines. We've actually already generated an outline. One thing, if you're doing this, make sure you always copy and you paste somewhere. If you use Nimbus Note or you use OneNote or whatever it is, just copy and paste just in case, it sort of starts acting up or whatever it starts doing. Now it's going to do is it's going to take some of my credits again, and it's going to generate an outline in terms of how the actual the blog is going to flow, the flow of the blog. So sort of introduction I've written, and then section 1, section 2. So what it has taken there is from what I've said here, it's going to draw those outlines. So it says, on here, like it says, what is the ketogenic diet, which is from the introduction, it says, it starts with what a ketogenic diet is it safe for middle-aged adults, is the keto diet effective, and then conclusion. This looks very much straightforward for me. I'm not looking for anything complicated. It has more complicated ones here: calories, protein, fat, carbohydrates. Depends on what you're looking for. I just want something straightforward, so I'm going to click on that one, and we're going to go forward, and it's going to try and create that. Obviously, those are my sections. That is my blog. Then we'll write an article. So let's see what that comes up with. May take 30 seconds. If it takes a bit too long, probably going to fast forward this part of the video so that you're not waiting for it to come back with the results. Okay, so again, it's going to take a few bits of my credit. It already took 2 credits in order to do the outline. I think it's going to take about another 5 to try and get me to the 7, which it said it was going to take. Again, it all depends on how many credits you have. Obviously, you're not looking to use this to write write a book or something. If you're doing that, then you have to purchase credits. If not, I think you should have enough. 40, 50, 60 in a month should be sufficient for you. Here it says it will take 30 seconds per section. So obviously that's 1 minute, that's 2 minutes there. So yeah, we'll probably have to wait for 2 minutes. Okay, so there you go. It's written our little blog here, or blog post. So obviously, again, just going through that, you can see that it's just sort of flowed quite nicely. I really like the flow. And it says here, the ketogenic diet, is it safe and effective? If you remember, this was what I wrote as the introduction. Then it wrote the rest of this for me. So what is a ketogenic diet? Blah, 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 blah. Primary high in fats with low level. I don't have a clue whether it's saying what it is or not. This process, ketones in the liver and create. But it sounds very much like, at least I would want to believe that, at least more than 60% of this is correct. So does the ketogenic work for kids? The ketogenic diet is popular for diet for kids, but it's not recommended for them. So again, it's here it just talks about a bit about the ketogenic diet. Then it goes into the middle-aged adults. So let's see if it goes specifically into middle-aged. So it says, first of all, blah, blah, blah. Many people consider keto diet to be safe, evidence-based. This is great news, and this is something we would want. The only caveat is that keto diet isn't suitable for people who are overweight. So on here, it's not necessarily mentioning middle-aged adults, but although the heading says it, but it's saying if you're overweight or have pre-existing medical conditions, it's not good enough for you. I would imagine that should be about right. Is it effective? Again, it puts that information in. Now, pretty much generic information in terms of it doesn't specify anywhere in between, because I don't think there is any article anywhere that it would make it know if this is specifically for people between that age group. However, if you notice at the end here, it says if you're between 35 and 60, the keto diet is a diet you should consider, and in the long term can work wonders for you. So that is a very conclusive statement in terms of an opinion. So it's interesting, the AI actually has an opinion on whether or not you should go for the keto diet if you're between 35 and 60. Overall, I think this is fairly decent. I think if you look at what it has brought out, now you would need to tweak here and there. This might be probably 60%, and then you might need to go in there and do a little bit more to try and get things more accurate, because if it's your niche, you should know about it. This should just be an assistant. It's not going to write blogs for you, or going to, if you're expecting it to become your surrogate brain, then I think that's a wrong way to use this. I think you should be expecting to use this more as a tool that helps you sort of, structure these things out. And then obviously you can go in there, you can write your own things wherever you need to, and then you can download it. Or you could even just download it at this point, take it to Word. So I think if you try to download it, will download somewhere. You could download it as Word, or you could download it as text. So if I download it there, it will download as a Word document for me. I could go in there and then I could take over from there and just finish up everything, put pictures in there, put links in there, and that is my article ready to be published. So I think this gives us a very good summary of what you're going to get with Writesonic. I personally think it's a very good tool. Again, this is AI. AI is not built to become a surrogate brain, right? Yes, in the future, maybe, but I think for now, whether it's Conversion.ai, whether it's Writesonic, or whether it's any of the other sort of AI tools, Copysmith niches, don't expect it to give you 100% in terms of what you're expecting. Just expect it to be able to help you, to support you, and not become your substitute for what you should be doing. So yeah, hopefully this has been a video that has been helpful. If there is any tool that you're looking for, you need help with, or you need us to review, you need me to review, make sure you drop it in the comment section, and I would review that tool, go through it, buy it, review it, and I would let you know. Obviously you can come on the page, make sure you subscribe as well, so that you're able to see what the tool is about as well. Just out of interest as well, I just noticed that here that it didn't quite use 7, it used about 4, which is good. Again, just sort of saving units. So again, I think if we went back to the Appsumo deal, you could see on here that if it said 40, maybe it's not that bad. Maybe you could buy 2 codes and get 80 every month. I think they said you receive additional 40 credits, maximum of 3 codes. So yeah, that's 120. So yeah, as I mentioned, I would let you know how I got more. Yes, you have to buy 3 codes to get more credits. But again, there are a few tasks in the Writesonic that if you do, you get up to could get up to 180 and even more, obviously, if you're willing to share and all of that. Okay, so fantastic, great. Thank you for watching this video. If you've gotten up to this point, thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, bye.